Hey guys, so I thought I'd do my skincare while I talk about this because I thought that would be easier to formulate my thoughts. By the way, this bottle is literally so cute. I thought it would be easier to talk about this, so I'm just doing a little skincare routine. I am actually going to start doing Justice with Jesus videos again. Which I am so excited about. I haven't done those videos in literally so long. I did a purity ring video that literally no one watched, so if you could go watch that video, that would mean a lot to me, because I'm not kidding, no one watched that. 0 people watched that video, and it was like really sad, but that's okay. No one's required to watch my videos. It's just like, you know, I put a lot of effort into my videos, so it's like sad when no one watches them. I've never had that happen before, but it's okay. No one is ever required to watch my videos, and it's up there if anyone ever wants us to watch it. I'm going on a tangent. I'm going to be making Justice for Jesus videos again, and this is the first one. I'm just doing skincare. Well, I talk about this because I needed to do it anyways. So this is just going to be kind of a very unprofessional formatted video, but that's okay. Probably gonna require a lot of editing. So basically, something that has been on my heart recently is that I feel like a lot of people, and no, this video is not aiming to attack anyone, but I feel like a lot of people, including Christians, don't really acknowledge the human side of Jesus, if that makes sense. They don't acknowledge the fact that he is fully God and fully human. They acknowledge the fully God part, but a lot of them don't acknowledge the fully human part, if that makes sense. Which, if you are a Christian, you read the Bible, you will know that Jesus is fully God and fully human. Like, he cries in the Bible, he gets angry, he grieves for people. There's lots of proof in the Bible that he is fully God and fully human. But a lot of people forget that, and with that, they tend to, like, I'm talking specifically about, like, Christians here that have, like, a relationship with Jesus. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them tend to not really even take into account that Jesus has a heart, and that he has, like, feelings and emotions, and can be in an emotional state like us humans. Because if you think about it, we get our human nature, our emotions from Jesus, from God. Like, that's why we have those things, is from him. Without him, we wouldn't have those things. So it's really sad to me that people, like, don't even really acknowledge that. This is an eye cream, by the way. It's like a gel. You just put it under your eyes. And I feel like what that will do to your relationship with Jesus, this is just my personal opinion. I feel like what that will do to your relationship with Jesus is it will be kind of a one-sided relationship, because Jesus will always care about you and your feelings, and he will always take into account your emotional state and your well-being and your, like, emotions and how you would react to things emotionally and how you would feel. But if a person doesn't even know that God can have emotions, and I'm using the term God and Jesus interchangeably here, If they don't even know that he can have emotions or a heart or anything like that, how can that person possibly take into account those emotions and feelings? You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's like a one-sided relationship. For example, like in the story, I just got this recently on my last vacation. In the story Noah's Ark, right? Everyone likes to focus on the flood and the ark and the animals and those things, but I always try to get the stuff in the lid first. Everyone forgets to focus on the main point of the story, which was seeing into God's heart and seeing like how much he cares for us and seeing like his emotional state and how much like the violence and the wars and our like sin hurts him because he's watching his children kill each other and he's watching his children be hateful to each other and argue and things like that, and he loves us and he doesn't want that for us, so he's watching all of this happen and it makes him really, really sad. And when you think about it, he has really no one to talk to about that, because think about it, we were pretty much the only creatures made in his image. Sure, you can say that there's angels and stuff like that, but what's the difference between us and angels? The difference is that we have free will to make choices and angels don't. Therefore, humans and God is the only like real authentic relationship, because if free will isn't in a relationship, it pretty much becomes like a robot and a person, like a dictatorship, like not a real relationship, if that makes sense. So that's also part of the reason God gives us free will to choose whether we want to come to him, because he wants real relationships. The whole purpose of why he created us in the first place is because he was lonely and he wanted company and friends and family, basically. So it's just really sad, like I said, to see how many people like don't care, or not that they don't care, it's just that they like don't know that like he needs us. I have a really amazing pastor. His name is Pastor Rob, and he brought up a great point in one of his older sermons when he talked about Noah's Ark. And that is God's, something to the effect of God's job is to help us with our pain, our job is to help God with his. And that was really powerful, and I think really touched on my point here. Because, like I said, God doesn't have any other creatures that are made in his image that have free will that he can talk to and commiserate with. It's literally only us. And a lot of us don't even know him. And a lot of us that do know him don't even see him as a human with feelings. Like they don't see him as a being who has a human side with an emotional state. We just see him as this dictator, essence, God thing. You know what I mean? We don't see him as someone who can have emotions. And he is absolutely, fully, completely God. He has lots of power. He is our ruler and our God. But he is also a being with emotions and feelings and a heart, because that's why we have those things. And so it's really sad to see people disregard that aspect of it, because it's half of who he is. So, like I said, it's like a one-sided relationship. He has no one to talk to. Everyone is always thinking about how they're feeling, and no one ever thinks about how God feels, if that makes sense. Because everyone always thinks, oh, he has this amazing life, he's up in heaven, it must be perfect. If you actually think think about it, God probably has one of the most miserable lives ever. He's stuck up in heaven pretty alone, and he's watching his family, children, kill each other. Every single day. So that smells so good. It's birthday cake. I just got it from Target today. It's EOS. That must be a pretty miserable existence when you think about it. Like, imagine if you watch your kid, like, you watch your kids, your two siblings fight, you know? You watch your kids do drugs and stuff like that, throw their life away at parties and stuff like that. If you're a parent out there watching this, you know what that feels like. And that's kind of the same kind of feeling, if that makes sense. We have our human friends, we have our therapists, we have animal companions, but who does God have? You know? So I just want to encourage you to consider God's feelings on situations, because I can guarantee if you're upset and you're angry and you're sad or you're depressed about the things in this world that are bad, like war and politics and starvation, or like in foreign countries, or homelessness, homophobia, racism, I could go on, things like that. The world is a very broken place, but that's not what this video is about. Like, all of those things, and you're upset about them, and you're angry and you're depressed, I can guarantee you God is 1,000 times more angry, depressed, sad, and upset about them than you are. And he would love to talk to you about it. He would love to have someone to commiserate with. And he doesn't have very many people. So I would encourage you just to reach out. He's always waiting to talk to you. So I guess that's just something that's been on my heart lately, and I wanted to share it with you. Again, this video is not made to attack anyone. That is never my intention with these Justice with Jesus videos. I'm just sharing my thoughts into the void of the internet on YouTube. So I hope you got something out of this. I hope this maybe brought you closer to God. I don't know. If I'd be honored if one of my videos did that. I don't think they're that good, but you know, it wouldn't be me doing that. It would be God doing that. I would just be helping. But I mean, thank you for watching this video. God bless you. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Look forward to more of these videos. Bye.